Okay, in this video, I'm going to find the domain of this function, and what we should consider is that we have the square root of actually two different numbers, and we should be really careful about this. So, first of all, we know that when we see a square root or any root that is to any even uh, basically when we have any even root like the square root, the fourth root, the sixth root, and so on, we can't have negative under this under the root because that doesn't make sense when we are working with real numbers. And in this case, the very first thing we should consider is that root p must be greater or equal to 0. That's the first thing we should consider. And of course, we can basically this implies that p must be greater or equal to 0. So that's the first range that we get, but we are not done yet because there is another part to this question as well, which is this bit, because we have another square root, which we are saying that 2 minus root p, and that means that 2 minus root p must be also greater than 0 because it's very important. And imagine if p is 49, so obviously 49 is greater than 0, and the first range is satisfied, the first condition is satisfied, but a square root of 49 is 7, and then 2 minus 7 is minus 5, and a square root of minus 5 is undefined in real numbers, which violates the second condition. So that's why we should consider the second condition as well, and we should now we can just rearrange that. So we're going to have 2 is greater or equal to root p, and then square both sides to get 4 is greater or equal to p. Now this is the second condition and this is the first one, and we take the intersection of these two because the final basically result is something that should satisfy both of these conditions. And we have this basically, and then we can just take the intersection of this range with this range. I'm not really writing this in a rigorous way, but you get the idea. And then once we get the intersection, find the intersection of these two ranges, we will get this range, and this is the domain. So this is the domain of this function, and the value of the p is basically can be any value between 0 and 4. Otherwise, it's going to violate either of these conditions. So yeah, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for the future videos. Good luck.